Hey guys, it's Ed again. Well, I have got, can't see, but I got a whole handful of screws and some nails and a whole bunch of other stuff. My last video I talked about putting the abrasive material inside the gas tank here for the old Bentley and giving it a little shaky shake. And some people suggested that I put it in the dryer, which is a good idea. I like the idea. Yeah, but my wife's home today, so I'm probably, prefer not to sleep on the couch if all possible. I had another idea, which is I think an even really good idea, and I've seen it. If you can check it out on YouTube, is I have a cement mixer, and some guy strapped it with a bunch of straps to the end of the cement mixer and let her whoosh around, and that worked, I think, pretty well. I do have a cement mixer, but it's buried under 6 feet of snow. So I guess we're gonna go back to the old shaky technique. So okay guys, here's some screws. Those are nice and sharp. I got a bunch of tiny little like 440 type screws. I throw those in there. I don't know, there's just a couple other screws laying around. Whatever I can find. Oh, I think I got a piece of chain over here. Came with the new lights. What do you think? That should go in there too. I think we need more stuff. What do we got in this box? Oh, this is the chain I used to use. That can go in there. I got quite a few pieces of that. Piece of wire in there. There's another piece of chain. Another screw. A couple little hook things. Some more screws. Ooh, that could be handy. I might keep that. So, let's find the gas cap. If we know what we did with it. Okay. I think I'm going to use the gas cap because, well, it could probably use a little abrasion too. And we'll put it on there and we'll it's a good workout. Now, like I said, I'm going to put red coat in it, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I just want to get the loose stuff off. Fun, hey? I'll bring you guys back. I was going to give you the live version, but it could be a while. Okay, guys, I'm back. I've been sanding on it or shaking it for quite a bit. Oh, I threw the whole gas cap. Anyway, it definitely looks dirtier inside. So I guess that's a good thing. but it's definitely showing like it's moving some of that real crusty stuff off, which is all I want. So let's open it up and see what we get out of it. Well, you see, guys, that's what our problem is the gas tank is filled full of nuts and bolts. It's very difficult to run when it's... Ooh, that's a good pile of this. Good pile of rust coming out. You guys see that? I got one in there floating around. I don't know what it is, but it's stuck in there. Maybe we'll have to go, but check that out. That's quite a bit of rust come out of there. Plus what come out in the can, you know. You guys can see, sorta. Quite a bit in the can. So I'm just trying to see if you guys can see a little. Always got that shadow. So not too bad. Still got that little piece in there. Still got dust in it. Rusty dust. So, I think what I'm going to do is, I said I wasn't sure if I would or not, but I have it. This right here is not pee. That'd be some nasty looking pee. That is muriatic acid, and in this bucket I have parts cleaner, which is basically water based. So I think I'm not going to give it too long, because I did this with my XL 125 tank, and it tried to eat the tank, but I left the aluminum petcock in it, and it did not do real good to that aluminum. But this is all steel and wood because of my little wood plug here. Let's grab these off before we get too far into this, right? Get rid of those, and I'll bring you back when I get those capped off. Okay guys, it's been about 20 minutes or so that it's been sitting in there. I'm not sure if it's too long or too short, but it's been in there for a little while. That's the muriatic acid. Didn't come out with pressure. That's a good thing. And I don't know how good this stuff is anymore. I don't know if it loses its punch with age or what, but so let's dump her in the jug if we can get it in here. Whoa, yeah, that's gross looking stuff. It was gross when I put it in. That screw is still in there, or nail, or whatever it is. That's okay. We'll get her. We got to give her another rinse job. So let me just peer in there. I'd let you guys look, but you can't see anything anyway. So yeah, I mean, she's still crusty in the bottom, but I didn't expect it to cure it. I also have over here left over from the pool I had to pull. I have a big bag of baking soda. So I thought what we would do is, I don't know how much you need in there. About a half a thing of that. We'll dump that in there. Actually, yeah, we'll dump it in here and then we'll mix it in the tank. So if there is any acids left in it, that should neutralize those. This is just leftover cleaning fluid. I have new stuff too. It's like soapy water. I don't think it has any really anything in it. It came out of the parts cleaner. It's environmentally friendly and all that other good stuff. So I probably put about a gallon in there, half gallon. So we'll put the lid back in it. We'll push some of that baking soda back in there and put the top on her. Give it a quick rinse around. Let that do its thing. Just trying to, if that acid has any acid left in it, it should have, the baking soda should neutralize that. And then once we get it all cleaned out, we're going to go with this stuff right here. This is Red Coat. I know people cream them or whatever, and then people say that it flakes off and it causes problems, but I don't know. I've used this on the XR75, used it on the XL125, and so far I haven't checked them this winter, or this spring I will when I go out to start them up, but the tanks looked perfectly fine. It's been holding up well. So this should go right over the top and encapsulate any of that rust that's already in there and make it so that that doesn't get out. I am going to, before I put this in, I'm going to take that wooden block off with the O-ring because all that would ooze out and it would create a mess, I think. And we'll put a piece of tape on it so it stays flush. And we'll probably still put the screws in them too because the screws go up into the tank, if I remember correctly. But I've done 2 tanks with this and there's at least a half a can left. So I don't remember how much it was off the top of my head. But it sounds sudsy because there's soap in that stuff. Should we open it up and see what's going on? Now if this cap hits you in the head, then we'll know that it's doing something. I didn't hear any pressure blow off. Oh, she's sudsy in there though. That's good, I guess. So, like I had thought, she's a little, yeah, she's a little sudsy. But it took off some of it. Like I said, I didn't expect all of it to come off. But I think I probably dumped more than what's in that coffee can in here, but let's dump this out. Still pretty sudsy. Like I said, that stuff has a lot of soap in it. That parts cleaning liquid. But I'm going to get the air hose over here. I'm going to take that lid off and I'm going to give it a little bit of an air bath. And actually from here you guys might be able to see in there. Get you guys over here. Okay, hang on. You guys see it down in there? I need 3 more hands. So you can see it right there. She's still kind of crunchy in that corner. But it's nice there. Not so much down in the bottom. Well, anyway, let's get her aired out. Okay guys, sorry about that. The air compressor kicked on and probably deafened you. But I normally, now that I've got it all blown out the best I can, I got everything off, you normally set this out in the sun where it would warm up the tank and dry it out naturally. If you had a heat gun, you could put it in there, but my heat gun burned up. So I have got the next best thing. What do you think? That should dry it out. It's hot. Oh! No! That's one way to knock the rust out of it. Ooh, we put a dent in there. But it's on the bottom corner. Nobody will ever see it. Nobody will ever care. Just want to make sure it's not too hot, baking the paint off it. That scared the crap out of me. That doubles it up. Not only does it heat up my tank, but it heats up the shop too. It's just a giant heat gun, sort of aimed at the hole. Okay guys, she's been cooking for about 5 or 10 minutes. You can't touch the tank. She's pretty hot. So let's unplug the glorified heat gun. Push it back on the table so it doesn't fall off, which would be exciting. And she's pretty well dried out on the inside. The tank is still very warm to the touch. It's basically scalding hot to the touch, but that's good. I'm still seeing some moisture in the bottom, so I think And there's still a screw in there. I can see that. I know you guys can't, but I can. So let me work on getting that out of there, and then maybe we'll turn it around and we'll cook it from the bottom side. Let's try that out. This plan is seeming to work. Every once in a while, you'll see a puff of steam come out of that gas cap right there. So, yeah, you see it? I don't know if you saw it. You can see she's steaming out. That means she's getting hot enough to evaporate that water. Get that out of there. So, I mean, I can hold my hand on it. It's hot, but doing what I wanted to do, get that water out of it. Flip it over and cook it the other way too on the back side. That's where all the water seems to want to lay in there. So, and then it's probably all running down, getting in this area too. So. Okay guys, what I've noticed is it's working good, it's drying it out, but that baking soda I put in there, I know you guys probably can't see, I'm trying to get you guys in a spot, is sticking to the bottom. So let me figure that out. I might have to put my stuff back in and give it a little shake to break that out of there. Okay, I was able to get most of the white baking soda out of it. I blasted it all out with the air hose. It seemed to come out okay. So I don't know if I'd do that again. It was a good idea at the time, but now all I'm doing is just jamming my high-tech caps off. I blew these all out with the air hose, and keep the crud from coming through. Tank is all dried out very nicely, and I think we're ready to put the red coat in. I also took the gas cap and I cut a piece of plastic. It was an old Ziploc bag, and I'm going to use that as a seal to keep the red coat out of the holes of the vent cap. So let me grab a screwdriver and get that open. So this stuff is, like I said, pretty cool. I've had good luck with it. You don't really have to shake it up or do anything with it. We just make sure we've taped up the bottom, we've taped up those holes. We just dump it in. If you guys can see, it's red. I do try to keep it off the metal if I can, because it's very sticky stuff. And just dump it all in. Okay. Actually doesn't even smell bad. Kind of smells like cough syrup. I know, kind of weird. I'm not going to taste it to find out, but so let's just pop this back on if we can. That looks good to me. And then, nice and slow. This is not where we want to agitate it. You got to kind of think about where you are. So I'm doing the one side of the tank. It's thick stuff, so it rolls around in there. And now we got to get it over to the other side. You can almost feel it roll over there. Make sure we get that side. You know, we got to get the top too, because we're trying to coat everything. No, that's not a screw floating around. It's one of those plastic caps over here. Little marker on it. Well, she's oozing out the bottom. I see that. See that? She's bleeding. That means we're getting some coatage. She's starting to pressurize. That cap is actually pushing out. So it's building pressure from the catalyzation of when this hits the air, and maybe the baking soda too, who knows. Maybe I'm making mustard gas or something. Watch that cap come blind right off. All over my camera. That would suck. But let's keep, I think we've probably been around it. I would think. So I'm going to flip it over here. I'm going to release this cap slowly because it seems like it's building some pressure. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but it did build pressure. Get that out of there. Get it off my cap. Got a little bit on it, but not bad. We'll take a rag. I had a cleaner rag. Because this stuff sticks to your gas cap cork pretty bad. So I try to get it off there if I can. Okay, so it definitely needs to be missed a spot I saw. It rolled right over it though nicely. Okay, so I think we've got her all the way around. We'll open it up and we'll see if we get any out. And we'll pour it out. I know this is spine tingling. Maybe I'll bring you guys back once we get her all drained out. This tank's a pretty good size one, so I think I used up quite a bit of material. Okay guys, this, of course I missed some, but I have still just under a half a can there. I'd say there's enough there to probably do at least another tank. So I've done 3 tanks so far. As you can see, it does a job to foam. It really doesn't like foam, but it looks Looks pretty good in there. You guys see the red? It goes all the way down to the bottom, up and around the top. So we will let that dry, do its thing, and that tank should be good to go. So thanks again for watching, subscribing, and commenting, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.